intro video, but that's okay. Hello? Are we there? Hello, ladies. I'm trying to get my... Oh, Lord, did it not go live?
There we are.
Oh, we are? Okay.
We are.
It's... My phone is taking forever to...
It's the YouTube lag, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, my goodness. Now it's got a commercial.
Oh. Hi, ladies. Welcome in.
Oh, my gosh. What is going on? I am so sorry. My phone is deciding that it's going to go crazy.
We're so happy you're joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my! What is going on? Hang on. I'm having technical difficulties, y'all. Oh my goodness!
Technical difficulties right off the bat. We'll just get them out of the way right now.
Right. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Okay. I am all set. I can see. Hi, Renata. Who else is in here? Lene, thank you for coming.
Lene, it's so sweet of you to join us. Renata, Laura.
Laura, yeah.
Let's see. My computer's a little far, so I'm trying to set the phone up. Oh, Tina. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Hi, ladies. Hello, everyone. If I missed you, I'm sorry.
Market of Sunshine is joining us. Welcome in.
Yes. Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be making snippet talks, and we're going to be using my kit, the Vive la France kit. And I'm just going to... Today we're going to just use the fussy cut ephemera pieces. So this is one. These smaller on this page. And this one. So these are the ones that we're going to be using for our project today. And I did use some of the bigger ladies, and you'll see later how I use them. And if you haven't seen the kit, I'm just going to do a quick flip of some of the pages so you can see what we have, what's in the kit. And this kit will be out until October 28th. It's on my website. I'll pop the link in case you want to get busy and create with us. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah, the roses. We have a lace paper, some beautiful background papers, and, of course, the Eiffel Tower, and some beautiful ladies, and, of course, some French receipts are in this kit. There's a ton of paper. There's, I think there's 16 pages. So we'll put that aside. But today, I am going to make a flip tuck. And this is the tuck side. And when you put it on the edge of the page, and you can flip it open and have journaling space. And Martha, what are you going to make?
I am going to make some corner tucks. So I made two little examples here. So here's my first one. And this is a real simple one. It's just, I didn't even back it because it'll be glued down. So you're going to just glue it like that to the side of your page. And I did some collaging with the pretty little fussy cut pieces. And then this was a tiny little pocket Patti had in there. And I made a little tag tuck on the front. So that is one example. And then my other example, let's see. This one was a little more complex, but still pretty straightforward. This one will go this way. And when you glue it on your three sides, you have or two sides, you have a tuck here. Then I layered it, so there's a tuck there, and then a tuck here. So you've got, let's see, I should have had a little card. Well, you get the idea. A tuck, and a tuck. So the one I'll be making for our project today is going to be a top tuck. Since we had two bottom ones, opposite sides, I'm going to make a little top tuck, and it will just go over your page like that.
Oh, how cute.
And I love this one because it's removable, so you can just, switch it around. If you're journaling and you filled up a page and you want to switch it to another page, or it could be used as like a bookmarker, for where you're at. If you use your journal to journal in, actually, you can flip it to the page that you're on. So that will be what I'm doing.
Okay. So I'm going to start out first, and we are going to, I'll give you the instructions on how I made the flip tuck. So for the tuck spot itself, I cut out a 2-inch, and it would be like the length of the page. So you want it 2 inches wide, and this is the journal I'm working on. So you'd want it to make sure that it isn't longer than the page. Okay. So your length will depend on the size of your journal. So then what I did is I would put as a backing piece some music paper. I'd glue it right on. Just do a quick glue. I glue it on, and I then have a tearing ruler that is like, what do you call it? Like a deckled edge. I can't even think of what it's called, but it's a deckled edge. And I only go, so this will be my open side. So this is where the tuck will happen. So what I'm going to do is get it as close as I can on this side. And I'm going to leave a little top and bottom space. So you want it kind of like this. You want one side completely to the edge, almost, and then some extra paper on this side, because we're going to ink this up and you're going to scrunch it. So we want it to look old. And if I glued it right, well, anyway, that's our first step. And that, I have one already made and inked. So you can see how I curled up the edges on this. So it looks old and shabby. You just got to play with your edges, hold them up and scrunch them. And that's what I do. And then what I did, and you don't have to do this, you can actually glue right on your laces and stuff right on here, but I cut out like a piece of, this is like a thin canvas, and just kind of glue it in the center here. You do not have to do this part. You can totally skip this if you'd like. So I shabbied the edges. Hi, Carolyn. Welcome in. And I just stick it down. It doesn't have to be like all the way stuck down. You're just kind of like tacking it, if you know what I mean. because you don't need a lot of glue for this. So then I'm going to layer up, and I already made up my layer. Move that. So I just layer up some laces, and this is some cheesecloth that I have dyed. And I put this down. This is a little big, so we can, I'm going to snip and make it a little bit narrower and just kind of scrunch it up. And here again, you want to tack this down. So that'll kind of be a little bit of a background. And I am using the fabric tack. You can use hot glue, you can use whatever you want, just like that. And I tacked it onto a different cloth. Hang on. Let me rip this one off because I already had, I just tacked this down. The wrong piece. Okay. There we go. Quick fix. Always a quick fix.
There's never a mistake, is there? You always can do something with it.
There's always going to be some sort of something that happens. So this is going to open on this side. So I'm just going to decorate this. We're going to glue down these, tack down these little laces. And I'm going to get... Hi. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? So I'm going to give you a quick tip. So to shabby up the ends of your laces, if you use a seam ripper, it goes a lot faster than using your fingernail.
Oh, that's a fingernail saver.
Yeah, it is. So this is what I do to shabby up the ends of my laces. Sometimes I go crazy and it gets a little messy, but that's okay. So there's your tip on that. I probably won't do that on all of them, but I'm just going to lay this out, figure out how I want to do this. Because we're also going to put, I have Fussy cut out one of the boots in the kit. So we're going to be putting that there. And I still kind of think I like this. But I think
I'm just sitting here watching you fascinated. Should I be decorating my little... like,
don't mind us. We're just
I should be doing something. Oh, goodness.
Well, no, you could be, if there's any... Yeah, we are having fun. If there's any questions, just holler it out.
I'll just decorate this one while she's doing that, so I'm not just sitting here like a bump on a log. But
all right, so I'm going to glue these. Oh, they are glued already. Okay, we can work with that. We'll just stack this end down. Sewing machine also is another option for this. It might be a little bit easier, you know, get your stuff lined up and then stick it on kind of thing and sew it on. I just, for the purpose of the craft and chat, I'm just using my glue. And I'm just using like scrap pieces, by the way. I have a big giant scrap jar that needs to be used up of laces and fabric and trims.
Yes, so this is a great scrap buster, huh?
Yes. A great scrap buster. And then we'll stick this on, and then we'll move on to how to make the flip. I'm just going to tack it. And then we'll put the decorations on at the end. Okay. So Now, what we're going to do is we are going to decide it. Like if you're doing a tall and skinny, you would fold it this way. If you're doing a regular 11 by 8.5 and you fold your paper in half for your signatures, then you want to fold this in 2 inches because we want it to go over this white section, but we don't want it to be bigger than that section because then it will hang off our page and we don't want that. So I'm just going to figure out where I'm going to fold it here. I'm going to stick this on here and get my ruler right up against that cardstock, and then I can fold. So this is how I do it, and then I just line it up and fold it in half. Now, for this would be your tuck. Put it on. Yep, it's going to go this way. Okay. So this is going to be your tuck side. And then we got to figure out what the flap side is, what size it's going to be. So here is my math on this. It should only be half of your paper. So if you have a folded signature, I'm just grabbing a piece of paper. You have a folded signature like this for your journal. You only want it to come about halfway. So if you put this in, you're going to figure out, well, about right there. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than your tuck side. So we want it just maybe an inch like that. And you're just going to cut it. So you'll have a little bit of a hangover and you just cut it. And I always like to round the edges. Just like that. So it should look like this with a little bit of a hangover. And that's what goes around the edge of your page. So it would go like this. So this would be your tuck side. This is going to be your flip side. I hope everybody got that. Was that too confusing, Martha?
No. I think it's very well thought out.
Okay.
You're very good at explaining.
Round the edges. Make sure you round the edges. It just makes it look cleaner. Okay. Next step. Move this out of the way. So now, here's our base. And this is going to go on here. So now we have to decorate the back side of this. And what I like to do is use a combination of a little bit of music paper. And I have a torn piece of the paper from the collection. And I'm going to ink that up and glue this down. And we don't want this side too bulky because you have to be able to write on the flip side of this. So you kind of want to think flat, if that makes sense. Because you don't want to write on bumpy. Right?
No bumpy writing.
No bumpy writing. So I'm just going to ink up my edges really quick because I apparently failed to do so prior to the...
Gotta do the inking.
I usually try to get all my inking done before, but this one failed.
Do you ladies ink or no ink?
Hi, Judy. How are you?
Judy, thank you for coming in. Laura, we kind of took a break while the kids were opening up the new store and getting reestablished. That was such a devastating situation that they went through that I put my Etsy on vacation mode, so we had time to catch up with everything, but I've got lots of ideas. So when Ty has a moment, we'll be cranking out the designs, hopefully.
Okay, I decided to use this side, and here again, I always make sure there's a little bit of hangover so we can fold the paper slightly up to make it look a little more worn. Wind back up. All right, and then this is going to be our base. You can add laces, but I would make sure that if you do, they are flat laces. So you don't want like a thick crochet.
Oh, that's a good thought. Too bulky, huh?
Yeah, it's too bulky. I just line it up. And if you have any hangover of the paper, we have to cut that out. There's just a little tiny hangover. Okay. So then we want to curl up our edges, and I feel like I have too much for this music paper because I always tear it a little bit bigger than I actually need it, and then I'll kind of figure out when I'm done gluing it how much I actually really need.
Oh, stuck my butterfly to me.
Oh no. Oh, this isn't. Okay, we're gonna, it's okay. It can be a little wonky. We're just gonna go with it today.
I said this before. I had an old boss that used to say, perfect is stupid. So
Right.
I figured, like, okay.
Well, you're going to add stuff on top of it anyway. It doesn't really matter. You just want to get that kind of old, folded, rough edge paper to make it look worn. If that makes sense.
It does.
And then you can run your ink over this. Okay, so let's pick some trims for this side. I think I kind of, so you kind of want to stick with the flatter laces. Here, we might trim you down a little. I usually rip. That's the other thing. You can rip your laces a little. You can. Some laces don't rip as well as others. Like this one, I gotta do in little tiny sections, which is.
Oh, am I too low, Carolyn? Not watching my screen. Is that better?
Am I too low? Hope not. Hope everything's
I think you're
here.
good.
Okay. So I did a little bit of a ripped edge because you still kind of want to see some of the paper. I might want to put a touch of the white. The white tip, if you are doing like a vintage, like the creamy colors, the browns, it's always best. And it makes it, I think it makes it stand out more, is adding a touch of white of anything, a piece of lace, a piece of paper, whatever. It just, for some reason, makes vintage look amazing.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. Here I am with my seam ripper again.
I probably should plug my glue gun in, but we all know how I feel about the glue gun.
Uh-oh. I am not a glue gun person. You will never see me do a glue gun.
They're just so, I don't know, I feel like they're too lumpy for me. Like I can't get the right.
Oh, yeah, I can't. No. So this is the girl I cut out of the big images like this. And you get like 2 pages of these. And I cut one of them out and put them in a frame so you can see. And that is going to hang over slightly on this side. So I'm trying to figure out where I need to put this type of white lace. Maybe I need to have it stick out over there. Oh, I like that. What do you think of that, Martha? A
Oh,
little bit of white sticking out, or should I move the white and find something else? Maybe put some white up here.
I like it. You could try up above.
Okay. Let's do up above white. And then we'll find something else to put behind her.
Glue bubble, glue bubble.
Uh-oh. That's why you keep your bottle upside down so you don't have a glue bubble.
Oh.
Oh, well, it would help if I glued this lace down first.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. Things just...
Oh, you either, Lene. I
Oof.
got the one that everybody loves, the glue gun, and I still don't have any luck with it. So me and the sticky Fabri-Tac.
I can't do glue guns. I burn myself way too much.
Well, that's the other half of it. I watch a couple different makers that just, lay it down and it's all good and go on with it. And I'm like, my fingers would be seared off by that time.
I'm going to scrunch it up just a tad. We need to figure out a different lace for our lady here. So maybe some dusty pink. Put that right about here. Let's see. Have it peeking out at the top. Put it over just slightly. I like that. We got to shabby up the ends, though. I should have pre-cut these and done this. I don't think anybody needs to see me doing this, but repeatedly.
Well, I figure this is our practice go around. We haven't done a craft and chat in so long
I know.
that hopefully we'll be given a little bit of grace.
Yeah, I think we will. We will.
It's a pleasure to create again. I tell you what, I've really missed it. So much going on in life.
I am so happy my husband decided to mow the lawn right during my live. I just want to say that. You hear a lawnmower, I am so sorry. Men.
Oh my. Okay, I think I like that.
Okay, she's going to go right there. And we may even... So I'm just going to kind of glue in the middle because I may tuck something underneath. So I'm going to put her right about there.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
And, oops, I may have to...
I got my glue
Just...
dauber on my glue bottle. Yikes.
No, I didn't leave enough room. Hang on. I got to move the whole... There we go. So I'm using one of the pockets that are in the kit, and I'm going to put it down here in this corner like this. Not all the way because I am putting a piece of ruffled lace along this edge.
Are you guys fast crafters or slow crafters?
Yeah.
I have to lay it out, play with it before I commit to gluing it down. Probably part of my Virgo tendencies to where it has to be just the way I want it.
I have to walk away. I have to lay it out like you. Walk away. And here again, another Virgo. I'm also a Virgo. But anyway, I have to lay it out, walk away, come back later, look at it, adjust it, walk away again.
Do I like this big one over here or do I not? Trying not to make it too bulky for the page. Get off of there.
All right, so I have the pocket on. And then I think for up here, I kind of decided on this applique. Then I'm going to put this label in the center of it.
I don't like that.
So we want some of that white peeking out. And I think I need a little more. I might tuck. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I got to glue this little piece of lace down. I know it's in an awkward position, but when you add that little top piece, it all works. So I'm almost done here. I'm going to glue this down.
She said she'll join us again. She had to skedaddle because she's at the store doing some things.
Oh, something exciting, I hope.
I don't think so. I think it was a problem.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, you know what, Martha? I had a thought, and it might be too late.
Now, I have some coffee dyed ruffled lace that I am going to run along this edge. I bet you I glued that. No, I didn't. Okay. So I just kind of lift things up and then put my glue down. I have glue on my fingers and everything's sticking to me.
I ran out of my wet wipe.
Sorry, I'm dealing with sticky, gluey fingers.
I usually have my wet wipes handy, but I ran out in here, and that's not good.
Okay, let me snip off this corner. Okay, so that is our back side, and that is the side we're going to journal on. And it's not too bumpy, a little bumpy at the top, but we could always put like one of these guys at the top here on the inside, and then stamp your lines for the lower half. That would work. So now we have to stick this on. And going this way. So like I said, we're going to line it right up. And you're not going to see, you're not going to see this.
Thank you, ladies. Everybody's loving them.
Oh, thank you. I'm almost done. Martha, you want to describe yours while I'm finishing? I'm going to finish up decorating so you can still watch, but
Sure.
the explanation of how to do this is I've made it. So
there you go.
In record time.
All right. So here's the one I made while Patti was doing hers. And I just embellished it. I was worried that the buttons and the little bling or the pearl would be too bulky, but I think it will be okay. But since that side had a little bulk to it, I just stamped the back. And what I think I will do is just run this along the bottom. So then you kind of have a triangle of lace. And then here's how that looks on the page. So there. I think it's so cute. And then when you're closed, you've got your little soft little lace poking out. So I will show you. Patti did the complex project. I'm doing like the snippet tuck for dummies. Like it's stupid easy. So you start with a triangle. That was a 4x4, and I think I might make a 5x5 and see how that works, because I think you could, depending on your page, like you don't want to cut off too much of your design if you have a pretty page like that. Like that size is perfect for it because you still have all your design. But if you have a blank page, you may want it to go down a little bit more. So I think you could easily go down like about there and have a large one. So we might try that one. But here's what you do. You've got your little 4x4 or whatever. It just has to be 4x4, 5x5, 6x6. And then you take your page and you just gently, you fold it in half and just gently give it a little crease so you can see where your lines are, your middle. And then you just take a flap and fold it up. And then this flap and fold it up. And then you're going to glue your flaps down. I better not put that there. I'll never find it again. You're just going to put a little glue. I'm just using my art glitter glue. And this is just a regular coffee dyed copy paper. You can use cardstock if you want, but I find that the copy paper works just fine. By the time you get your laces and embellishments on it, see, like this one has enough bulk on there that you don't have to have too much. Now, you don't want to just glue your pages down. You don't want to yes, that was correct. I had to think a minute. So then you're gonna glue these down. Actually, I better make sure I get my edges pretty good. You're just going to glue those down. Oh, glue overboard. And then you're going to trim it out. And then you're all glued down.
Judy said you can also use the end of a plain envelope.
Oh, you know what? That's even stupid easier than doing this. You just cut off your
end. Learn.
So then, to make your little tuck opening, you just cut a little narrow strip off your bottom. And then you have your tuck. Oh, you know what? I was not supposed to glue that part down.
Uh-oh.
Abort, abort.
Abort.
Okay, so let's do the 5x5. Let's see how that goes. Judy, I may should have used your envelope idea.
Oh, come on.
Okay, here we go. So 5.
I gotta clean my fingers. Oh no, you're fine, Judy. Sometimes giving us the simpler, an even simpler way with me is always nice.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to make our little crease. And we're going to fold them up. Fold them up. So what I did, ladies, the last time is I glued these flaps down, and you don't want to do that. So we're just going to...
Don't glue the flaps.
Don't glue down here. So you're just going to do the top of the flaps rather than the bottom. And I knew that, and I watched the video of the tutorial before we started, and then I went and did it anyway. So we're just going to do this. Fold it down. My ring keeps flipping around. It's bugging me. And then we're going to trim it out. And you can use this with cardstock if you have some pretty printed 12 by 12 pads or 6 by 6 pads. You can use that. You can use whatever pretty papers you have. I'm just choosing to do plain because I wanted the star of the show to be all of the beautiful fussy cuts. Okay, so there you go. There you have your little opening. So let's see how the 5 by 5 looks. So there you go. I think that's still pretty good. It gives you a little more real estate to work with, and it doesn't take too much from your page. So that is that.
Absolutely.
Now we'll just decorate.
And that's what I'm doing.
And we've got plenty of yumminess to play with. Let's see, let's put that over there. Look at all the fussy cuts. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun. My Cricut machine was humming away. And then last night I decided, because I used some for my example, I wanted to cut them again, so I had some more to play with because I love the little key. If I can find the little key in my stack here. I set it all up, I fussy cut it, took it off the Cricut machine, and I realized I had put my paper on the wrong way. So it was all a mess.
Oh, no.
I had to recut. Oh, and I did have a thought. This Tussie Mussy. Let's talk about this a minute. I think you could put this on a, like double side this, cut 2 of these and glue them together like that and leave, or like this, I guess, this way, and leave one side open, and you could glue that down and that could be your tuck. Or you could put this on a hinge, do the same thing, put it on a hinge, and then it could be a flip with a tuck, with a little tuck spot in there. I think that would be adorable. So that could be another tuck spot idea.
Yeah.
So let's see, how's our time? We've got 12:45. We've got some time.
Okay.
Do you guys have this problem? This drives me insane. This is a fairly new little pad.
What?
The little fuzzies that come off of the felt pad drives me nuts.
I don't have fuzzies on my felt pad.
Maybe I got the wrong felt pad.
You mean your ink pad?
Yeah, see, can you see this? How it's pulling off of there? That makes me crazy.
Is that a sponge or is that felt?
That's a felt pad. I probably
Well, that's why. Felt is used for the alcohol inks, not your ink pad. If you are using a distress tool, it should be, they have domed ones and they have ones like this. Whoops.
Oh, see, there's another lesson. Lesson learned.
Yes. Now I'm all inky.
So maybe that was a fairly new one. Let's see. I've got, maybe I'll use one of these little guys so I don't have to go digging for my spare pad.
I should have inked inside here before I did all the decorating, but we're going to go with it.
Can I show them my goodie bundles you sent me?
Oh, you sure can.
I got the sweetest package from Patti yesterday for my birthday. It's my birthday month, and look at the goodies. She dyed so many beautiful things. And she had me, I was going to open it on camera like I did Laura's beautiful gift, but she's like, no, you have to open it for today's live because I think you can use them. So look at how perfect this one goes with the kit. Could that be any more beautiful?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Patti, are you going to put these in your shop?
I have a whole bunch that I need to dye downstairs, and I am thinking about it.
I pulled this little piece of lace I thought I would use on one of them, and it just fits perfectly with the beautiful appliques. So thank you so much. That is so gorgeous.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love, love, love.
That is, it's like a taupe color.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I think we've got to...
I know, it doesn't show up on camera very well. I think that's why...
Is it my light? Can you see it better up here?
Oh, yeah. It's taupe, and then it goes into like a taupey pink.
Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Then she had some corals and some sage greens. Actually, I've got them right here. Let me show you in case she puts them in her shop. Look at this sage. This is so gorgeous. All the yumminess.
The sage turned out beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with sage something. Then here's some of the peachy pinks. Lene, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
That was so sweet of you. I hope you have a blessed day.
Okay. So now,
So what do we want to do here? Ooh.
so to glue, I'm just going to show you guys a tip. To glue this on your page, because I know it with all the stuff hanging off of it, it can be a little daunting of a task. So what I do is I line it up and I put my glue here on the side. I don't know if you can see that. And a glue here. And I put a little bead along the bottom because you're going to want this to, oops, that was a little high. It'll still tuck. Like you can still tuck stuff in, but we kind of want it to hold on to the page. So when we go to flip this over and you go and flip open where you can write, you don't want it to be not attached to your page. See? And that's all I did. So now you have a nice, you can right here. That is the flip side. And then here's the tuck side. So we can, let me see what I have to tuck in there. So you can tuck away.
Nice.
That is our flip tuck.
Patti does the best journals with all the little special spots, like the tucks and the flips and the little fun things.
And you can flip open to write in it.
Patti, do you just play, like, just play with paper and figure things out, or do you go hunting for ideas?
No, I just play.
I love that.
I don't, how do I want to say this? Like, I love all the ideas that are out there, but for me to implement them, I'm not the one to sit there and watch a video and do a step by step, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know why, but that's just me. I do on occasion do it, but for the most part, I tend to just play.
Just play. I love that.
Yep.
I do too. But every once in a while, I feel like I just need some outside inspiration.
Well, and sometimes seeing, like, I'll go on Pinterest and I'll see something and go, you know what? Oh, that inspires me to do it this way. You know?
Yes. Have your own adaptation of.
Right. So this is the journal I'm working on currently. And this is for the Viva La France kit. And I have made some tags out of the paper. And I always have like little tuck spots. Oops. Knocking it over. Yeah. Laura, it like, I don't know. I just don't. I look at inspiration and then think something else is how I guess it happens. This also comes in the kit, and it's a little pocket I made. It's a little perfume bottle, and I just turned it into a little folio that has little pockets in here, and you can write on. And then there's writing space on the back. And all I did was tie around the neck of the bottle. I tied it with a big fluffy bow. And that just sits right in this lace pocket. And then I'm not done. I'm going to sew this. This is a napkin, a linen napkin. I'm going to put a button here and probably some lace on the bottom here and some lace here. I got to sew it. This is from a French book or magazine. And I love the image, so I just left it. And I just made little envelope clips with the tuck spots back here. And then there's stuff in here. That there. And I used one of the fussy cuts for a little tuck spot on that music page. I'm not done. There's still, I have to put something in here. Probably a flip. This is a flip up, and then it flips down for writing space. This is just a piece of onion skin paper that I stamped on and then added the laces. And then here's the flip tuck. And I have an old French notes somebody wrote. And I tucked in here. And then there's the flip. Here's another envelope flip. And this time I have a pocket.
So pretty.
And this is another, I used one of the lady images and made like a little tuck spot in the bottom corner there. This is just a tuck spot that I made. This has the postcards and stuff from the kit in here. And these ladies. And I have to put a flip in there. There's a pocket I haven't filled. This is what I'm talking about. The flip. This is what I make. So on the pages that have images, you would still have like a journal spot. That makes sense. Yeah. So I think that's all I did so far. Oh, no, I do have a belly band with a tuck spot.
Very nice.
Yep, that same here, Judy. I've been crafting for over 30 some years, and actually longer, because I did this when I was a kid too. I was always in my mom's sewing stuff and sewing paper together and doing stuff that would make her mad. Like, why'd you take my good fabric and do that? I don't know. It looked fun. And then I made this, and this is going to go on the cover. And it's going to tie in because you'll see in a minute. I made the transparency overlay and tucked it in here. And then on this side, you have the lady, but she comes out and is a hidden journal spot. And you don't even know it because you think she's part of the page.
Oh, wow.
So somehow I'm going to figure out how to do this on the cover, where it would be tied on, and I'm going to have some vintage French envelopes and whatever on here.
The pages in this kit are just stunning.
Oh, thank you, Judy. Yes, we're never finished. I keep going. Are you
I'm,
all done, Martha? Oh,
I
look
got
at your little. Okay, so let's show our finished product.
I got one more little guy to glue down, and I think we're gonna call it good.
Okay. Oh, I didn't ink the edge of this.
I'm
Now that
just getting started on mine, so I don't even have my add-in pages, but I did pull some. I was gonna see what you all think. There we go. So here's the kit pages, of course. And I'm torn between, do I want to add avocado dye or coffee dye? And I'm thinking, tell me what you all think. I'm thinking
here,
the
I'm gonna put it on you, so
okay.
everybody can see up close and personal what you got.
I'm thinking the avocado, as much as I love it, I'm thinking it's too pink, huh? So that is one option. I did, however, have, if I can find it in my stack of goodies, I had one that was really pale that I thought might work. I'm thinking it's a little pinky pink. So I'm thinking maybe just sticking with a coffee dye in there.
Yeah, I think the coffee dye, that's what I used.
I do too. I think the coffee dye. I pulled out like some book page I think would look really pretty in there. And then, oh, look what's in here, Patty. The
Oh,
weird lotus wing paper that you sent me.
yeah. Um,
Um, there's some
cicada wing.
cicada wing. That is
Yeah, not
fun.
loaded locust. It's cicada. Yeah, I ordered this cicada wing paper, and I'm actually starting to use it now, but I was kind of creeped out by it. I don't know why I ordered it. I was kind of creeped out. It sat in my drawer, sat in my drawer. I sent Martha some. I said, "Here's the weird paper you need to try."
I have yet to try it. It feels so different. Like,
Icky, icky.
so here is my next one. I will add, that's the larger one. I will add some pearls and some little embellishments, and then I'll show it when we're finished. But I think I like the larger size.
Oh, I do. I love it.
I think that's cute, huh?
Yeah.
And then, so say you've got that. I made some little ephemera pieces. So you could tuck, I made this pretty little lady. You could tuck her up under there. You could tuck the long tag. I like the long tags because then that you get a nice focal point. And then this one, I made one of your envelopes and did a little collaging on it and just stuck some of the fussy cuts in there.
Oh, how cute.
There's a little tag.
Oh,
So
Judy said, what about pale blueberry?
pale blueberry might be a nice contrast.
Yeah.
I never thought of that direction.
Better get blueberry dye and some paper.
So I could see, layering some pieces in your up tuck. And then I love doing this with paint swatches with my texture paste. So that could be a tag in there. And you can really, layer a bunch in there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how that would look.
Nice.
And then your little corner tucks. For this one, you could put something in there.
You got to move up just a little bit. Yeah.
Put something in that one. You could
Oh,
put
that's cute.
something in this one.
Oh, how cute.
Isn't that cute? And then maybe a little tall tag in this one. So you've got like stair step layers.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Maybe
cute.
this needs a taller tag, so something up there, one of the tall tags maybe.
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
I took one of your tall tags, and I folded it into a matchbox.
Oh, how cute.
And then there's a little tuck spot there.
And those work so well. I
They
don't
do, don't they?
have any out here.
Let's grab this tall tag out of here and see.
I'm trying to see
So
if
I could see that one in there, put a really pretty topper that comes out the top, maybe a tool that pokes out the top of that. So I love the tuck spots. I think they're so fun.
So this is one of the tall tags, and then of course the lady tall tags. Let's see if I can grab one. I love the lady ones.
I do too. They're
Here's the
beautiful.
lady. This is a fun kit. Here's a tall one I've already
So many
decorated.
pretty ones. The fussy cuts are just gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
That one will be finished, and I'll show you in a reel or another video.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have to, when we get our journals done, we're going to share, and you all will see what it looks like.
They need to see you, Patti. Oh yeah, put it on you. We're still stuck on me.
Oh, well, gee, thank you, Judy. We're not with it today. I'm sorry. These are the tall tags that Martha was playing with. Those are the ones with the ladies, and these, I think there's what, 5 of them?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. They're different. They're all different. They all have different stuff on them, and that's what she folded into a little matchbox. So cute.
Yep.
So
got a piece of my.
This is the flip side, and then this is the tuck side, and we can just tuck one of our ladies in, and I have a French book page, and that's what we made today.
Beautiful. I think this kit calls for at least one French book page in there.
Well, I have a bunch of original French in
oh goodness.
I always add them in. Always. So this is my example one that opens. So you have, let me pull this one out. I'll get this out of the way. All right. So we have 2. Here's the one we made on today. And this one is, I have it backwards. There we go. So there's the tucks. Or no, I'm sorry. This is the tuck. Oh my gosh, get it together, girl. Get it together. So I made them on opposite ends. So here's the tuck. Here's the flip for this one.
I love that idea.
And here's the flip for this one. This one's a little bit bigger. I did go over but I liked it.
I think that's still okay because you still got room to slide things in, and it's a lovely focal point. I love that. So beautiful.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us today. And September 1st, we're going to be over on Martha's channel. And Laura, can you put in Martha's YouTube channel link? If you don't mind. I don't know if she's grabbing it, but we're going to share Martha's link here in a second. And I don't know what we're going to be making. I guess it's going to be a surprise. We'll know more.
We'll announce the kit here shortly. I'll put up a little post and a reel of the kit. I'm finalizing a couple, so we'll pick a pretty one to play with.
And Martha has some beautiful kits too. So we're going to be playing over in Martha's craft room next time.
So shall we share our idea about the craft and chat, how it will kind of work moving forward?
Sure. Go ahead. You can share.
So Patty and I both do kits. I'm just learning and she's an expert at it. So we thought we'd alternate, one time using her kit on her channel and one time using mine on my channel. And we'll do them every 2 weeks. And we're calling it, what are we calling it? 2 friends, 1 project, and 2 different ways. So we'll pick a project each time and we'll each put our own spin on it. So you get kind of a variety like we did today.
I hope you all enjoyed today. I know it's our first time, so it might have been a little chaotic, but I promise it'll get better.
I haven't done a craft and chat in like a year, so this was
We're out of practice.
we're dipping our toes back in.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you watching and joining us today. I know this time slot is not the perfect one, but with everything going on YouTube, we're trying to find one where we're not stepping on somebody else's toes. So that's why we're here now.
Yes. And you can always, if you have to miss, you can always watch the replay. It will be on my channel.
And if you play with the kid and make one of the projects, please share it in our group.
Yeah.
I think most of you know we have the group on Facebook, The Inspired Craft Room. And we'd love to have you join us there and post your work. And even if it's not this project or something we do, post what you do. We'd love to see what the makers make and our friends make.
Absolutely. All right, folks, I guess that is a wrap. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, ladies, for your support. We just appreciate you all so much.
We do. We do. All right, ladies, thank you so much.
Have a good rest of your day.